Where's the noise coming from? I need to find where the noises are coming from. Otherwise, it's just me going crazy. I did. Oh, there we go. I was watching Anochad's stream. That's where it was coming from. Oh my god. I love when the brain just doesn't do the job. Anyway, quickly go in and double check that Age of Empires is working. For some reason, it's not launching, which is a little bit problematic, yeah. Little bit problematic, yeah. So let me just quickly down this here and down here. And we will head into Age of Empires in a sec. The moment it launches. Oh, there we go. Found the problem. It was me. What a surprise. Women? They are always the problem, yeah. They are always the problem. Hey, dotter. Okay. Cool. I am ready to roll. I think I'm here just yapping and finally understanding what makes game sense. So let me just quickly go into... Ooh, there we go. Perfect. See if it's showing for you guys properly. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Anochad and Luci added today. Let's quickly check that everything is working fine. Pausing game for a second. And need to see what my sound situation is. Give me one moment. Sound settings. Okay. Perfecto. Alright, we are good to go, yes. Let me just make myself a little bit smaller. Hello! Okay. Guys. I need to record this bad boy for YouTube. And as I'm doing this, I'm realizing I'm a little bit hot-ish. And the heating is not even on. It's just, it's the season, you know? Firstly, what map is this? Flankwoods. Yes, we got the name right. I knew that. So guys, today we are quiet again. It was. Did I fix it? Hold on. Hold on. Did I fix it? Did I? I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. I have had to fix it, yeah. No, I can't be quiet again. I upped it all the way to 70 this time. Let's double check. We go back up to 75, yeah. Maybe this will be enough. Very good. Okay, tip top. Okay, cool. Okay, so, ladies and gents, today we are joined here by myself and myself. And myself. And we are looking at Anochad and Luci almost put their names together all in one beautiful man when you smack these two together. Now, what the goal for ourselves is today is to understand exactly how the old civs are going to be matching up against the new ones and see what the players can pull out of their hats. With the DLC dropping tomorrow, or for those of you on YouTube, dropping today, we are going to check exactly what the other players feel like they need to do. Now, the Macedonian the dynasty, not empire, the Macedonian dynasty here is our Byzantine variant. And now, what we see here is no cisterns. Lovely. So yes, these two are going to play all 5, which means that they need to play all 5 games to, you know, get a result. Wonderful. Now, what I want us to notice is that Anochad here, he is just living his best life on wood. And this is pretty interesting for me, because I would expect the civilization to want to invest onto gold a little bit earlier here. But Anochad, he's just playing Knights Templar as never seen before, and just going for a lot of food in the early game. Now, Knights Templar have this bonus where they get a little bit of food as they're chopping the wood. So these boys just chopping away does not feel too bad. All of these villagers, though, they look like they are out on a mission. And the mission is going to be... I see why we went for the wood. But it seems like this mission is going to be the boar. And honestly, it's a pretty spicy move here. The sheep only making their way back now, but 8 villagers now going out in the boar. He pulls the boar a little bit closer. Anochad really going to try to capitalize on every bit of this. The scout takes the first few hits from the boar as the boar turns around and starts attacking Steve instead. Now Steve goes down and Anochad's villager pays the price. Hello everyone. Now, Lucifron is already aging up, and this is the problem when you go for something a little bit greedier like this type of play, because now we have villagers out here on the map that are boring around. This TC is going to be able to get the age up pretty quickly as well, but you have to consider that you are up against a civilization that has now definitely made it clear that they like going for the hippodrome. So the Grand Winery, it's still pretty good, right? It's a landmark that you get faster food. So it's basically like a mini arcane chapel, but only for the food, as the farming around it will transition. Aside from that, you could also use it on your berries, and you still get that extra 30%. But the Imperial Hippodrome is so valuable in this context, because with the Imperial Hippodrome, you have the ability to get 3 free units pretty early on, and nobody would say no to that. That villager died for those ribs, he did. But the best part is, he didn't even die for a lot of ribs. He died for a handful. Because these villagers now, we can see only 2 villagers on food here, but this is going to be more than enough to sustain him. Because if they chop wood, they also get food. So this boar is going to be an amazing source of food, and the hippodrome is not going to be able to do anything about it too quickly. We have to think about the hippodrome itself. It doesn't spawn a unit that fast. It's 42 seconds that the free scout is going to be popping out from. And this free scout, it's a little bit heavy-handed. It does do the job. But let's quickly go see. He goes for the Varangian Arsenal here. And instantly going for the ability to get upgrades. But it also allows you to generate more silver. Because with the Varangian Arsenal, you have a landmark here that it thrives off just generating silver onto the mining camps. And I think with, let's double check, the moment this thing is done, we should see the influence. But this should also include, I don't know if it's going to include it, but it might include the stone outcropping as well in due time. But for now, we're going to be seeing some silver. And with all of that silver, he can start making units. But he's making a horseman first, and the spicy scout is going to make his way out on the map. Now, a pilgrim already taking flight means that this is going to be a very important thing to get shut down. The problem with the Hippodrome Scout is one of them is not going to do the trick. And we do see the spears. They are in the position to defend this. Now, this is not a juicy trade like we usually see. This is a little bit of a more conservative trade that we can check out here. Now, with the barracks just continually producing, it means that Lucifron is going to be able to utilize his hippodrome, but not to the advantage that he wants to. Like, of course, with these horses, you want to make sure that something happens. And right now, he just doesn't have the ability to do so. He wants to shut down the pilgrims. He would ideally want to be able to shut down the boar as well, but he's fully focused on the front lines here. And the front lines here, it's telling him there's a lot of spears. One horse earing away though. And this means that the spearmen are going to need to decide where they want to protect. But always, you want to make sure that your resources are protected. So even if this horse does go on out, and yes, in the fog of war, he sees the dead boar and he realizes, hey, I need to do something about this. But he's going to be met with a wall, which was probably the best move the man could make. Now, one of the horsemen taking a few hits here, and with the archer composition now following through, Lucifron is not building spears himself, he's going for archers too, so the Whamenqt is going to make this a little bit nicer to have. Now, the Whamenqt, I wanted to read about them. It has the ability to pierce enemy armor for reduced movement speed. This is something that I am excited to see in action. Because as we can see here, they ignore 2 armor, but move 50% slower for 10 seconds. I've tried this out in a one-on-one setup, and it definitely makes a massive difference in these straight-up fights. The Pilgrim now going onto a different side, but... Anochad decided to re-rally this man, but he will pay the price as Lucifron is already on the side trying to shut it down. Now, Lucifron is asking himself, where can I attack? Where can this land for me to actually do damage? And the answer is going to be on the boar, of course, because when you are on the boar, your villagers are usually quite exposed. So these guys are going to be able to run around, be mobile, and actually shut down whatever they can on the map. The problem is just, if Lucifron loses those archers, he's definitely going to struggle to keep this going. But we do see the horses diving in a little bit deeper. But I want you guys to notice there's a Hippodrome Horseman in here as well. Now, what makes the Hippodrome Horseman a little different is, firstly, HP. It's got almost double the HP. And let's quickly see what these guys are doing. And running into the archers themselves, we already see a few of these units going down. Now, the Hippodrome Horseman can also heal himself. So these pilgrims do get shut down, but a few of the archers got picked off as well. The investment into the pilgrimage has not been that deep, so it definitely doesn't make it too much of a loss. And Anochad getting all of this boar is pretty massive, because with this civilization, you just need a little bit of time to get going. But a lot of people are enjoying the Macedonian dynasty a lot, because with the Macedonian dynasty, your units are initially free, from here at least, and the unit numbers that you can produce is absolutely wild. Now, keep in mind, both of these players did not have early access to the DLC. They only got it, they had early access, but not early access. So both of these players haven't played these civilizations as much. And with Lucifron's position, you would have expected to see him going for the Whamenqt war camp at least. Because with the Whamenqt war camp, it's basically a house, it costs the same as a house, and it's going to give you free units over time. As he takes these little fights, he is going to get more and more units from this. And this is usually where the difference comes in. But it looks like Lucifron is looking to make a connection, and he wants to ensure that the ranged armor units are the ones that get the bonus. The problem is, with Anochad's number of units here, it doesn't look like this is going to be too easy. You see the Whamenqt just trying to target fire these spears, but the horsemen are taking quite a bit of damage here. They feel like they are ready for it, though. The Whamenqt trying to pick up everything they can, but there's just enough spearmen to make this trade a little bit unfavorable here for Lucifron. I think Lucifron overcommitted here just a little bit too early, with these archers only now joining the rest of them to try and take down all those spearmen. Lucifron is doubling down on the archers, and now, if Lucifron had gone for the war camp, I believe by now he would have had his first free unit already. Now, we have to look at the fact that the boar is running out. The problem now is, Anochad still has a lot of access to food. He can go anywhere he wants. Ooh, the pilgrim does not make it all the way, and he does get shut down. Is it possible to build more than one war camp? I think so, but I don't know if the effects stack. We should test that out and see. Yeah, I think you would just need the one. I don't think the effects stacks, so it would probably not make sense unless you want to put it in a peculiar place for yourself. Now, the archer numbers are starting to get a little bit scarier, especially accompanied by this little bit of a knight that you get from the... What is this thing called? Hippodrome, for free. No, only one? Okay. That makes sense, because basically it's the cost of one house, but you do just constantly get those units. Now, the Whamenqt arsenal, next up getting the armor of all cavalry by 1 and health by 5%. Now that is where things start to get a little bit better here for Lucifron. Because with the amount of horses that he can invest in, this should be quite scary. I want to try and catch up with the live game already. So we are going to speed here and there to try and see exactly what the boys are doing. But you can see here, the ball play also now getting done here from Lucifron. And the question is, does he have any fatalities? No. But Anochad, quick to react here. System of the First Heal coming out. Now, System of the First Heal was a little bit changed, and I haven't played it out just yet. Charges an ability used for boosting the work rate of military and research buildings. If used on a mining camp, lumber camp, or farm, begin earning resources. It holds 9 charges. So basically, this thing boosts things and gives you free resources, which, I mean, that feels pretty good. Especially when we haven't seen the new Golden Horn Tower really doing its work. So the Golden Horn Tower hasn't seen a lot of game time, and I think that's the only reason we don't know the power just yet. But the Golden Horn Tower is now a defensive building, so you could try and secure the middle with something like that, especially when you're up against a civilization that loves having control of the sacred sites. Imagine having one of those bad boys over here, securing the gold and these relics as well. But let's go see what System of the First Heal do. I do hear the first thing clicking, and we'll see now. Charges 3 of them, and hopefully we can get a little bit of action here. But the action is coming from Anochad. Anochad finding these little stray villagers and them running quite slowly because they don't have a wheelbarrow. So these guys, 2 of them, 3 of them do go down, and that is a massive pickup here for Anochad. Anochad going now into castle himself. He will not mind this at all. And you can hear the little gulping happening every now and again. One of the charges has been used, and it's on the mining camp. So him now getting silver. Ooh, hold on. Gold wood of food. But, okay, does it also generate silver? Probably not. But getting that extra gold definitely helps. So now he can just keep investing into these upgrades and eventually take down the archers roaming around the world. But the fact is, Luciferon had idle time. Oh my god, I love that noise. He keeps activating it out here onto the mining camp. And this is interesting, and it makes a lot of sense. You want to use this to get as much gold as possible, because for him, he's investing in the horses. And with this heavy amount of them, you definitely are going to have a pretty good time when you start engaging into a bunch of archers. The Genitors, which is basically horsemen, I believe. And these guys are not, oh, not horsemen. These are the Javelin boys. These are the Javelin boys. The Javelin boys are out. Oh my god, not horsemen. I am an absolute potato. But with these upgrades costing silver, your armor of all cavalry increases by 1 and health by 5%, but this is the second upgrade. So this means we're not in a position where these guys are going to have 5% extra health. This is now 10%, and these things start piling up. Because if your opponent already has 10% more HP than you and your army composition is already rather good, you are going to struggle taking this. Pilgrim is going to pay the price again, and Luciferon is active on this map. He understands the power he has with his mobile composition. Anochad also recognizes this and tries to do a little bit of damage himself. That's 4 more Genitors you'd see in any other KTM. See, I'm a little bit surprised to see them as well, because I know that people have been saying they're not that great. But maybe we're going to breathe some new life into them this patch. Very big maybe. Now, Luciferon out here on the boar, living a good life, I would say. He's just up against 1 archer, and these archers chasing him down, keeping him busy. But the problem is now, Anochad has killed quite a bit of villagers. The question is just, is he going to be able to do something with this? KT is not known for its ability on land maps, but they are also pretty good at fighting in feudal. The problem is we're not in feudal anymore. So now we have spicy horses coming from the one side, villagers walking very far out, but our extra chunky scout is taking a lot of damage here. And look at that, Templar Brother now kind of matching up against Radari with their extra HP. Definitely helps. Now we do see 3 Templar Brothers here, but they are a little bit more expensive than the Radari. So you definitely want to have Radari on your side if you're going to go in the masses. Also, cost not too different, but the extra gold can get very, very expensive. It can get expensive for most civilizations, but especially for Anochad now that his pilgrims have gotten shut down. Now, we do see him out going onto the boar. Now, what's very interesting for me is the fact that he hasn't gotten survival techniques. He's been out here on the wild meat for a while, and How do you stop? Still activating it on these. You can see with the farm as well, he activates it here to keep that bonus pumping too. Absolutely love this. This could be such a powerful tool to have. Now, we are getting a little bit of an engage here. The Radari, keep in mind, they do have throwing axes as well. So these Genitors, they see the light of day for the first time in any game, but they also need to deal with throwing axes. So this does make it a little bit harder for people to handle. Anochad doesn't even get the second Pilgrim. Yeah, well, it wouldn't have gotten him any benefits, right? So for him, it's important to try and secure the sacred sites first, because he would just be losing them and then be down another villager for getting this upgrade. It's also pretty expensive, you know. So with these horses, though, the problem is Anochad doesn't have anything in the base. His army kind of immobile, trying to protect the boar out here. And this is going to mean that the whole economy is going to get idled out the moment these horses hit. And you can see villagers are running for their lives. No food income, except for those on the board that he has protected. But that's the problem now. It feels like this mobile composition that Luciferon has amassed is going to be quite hard to handle, especially with Anochad having to move out of his base now. Now, they're just constantly looking for more victims. They find some villagers that are out here farming and getting more and more idle time as the time goes. These horses, though, they're not going to be stopping. Genitors going down, and we finally see why these guys are not really played that much. So he's out on the boar. He's pulled all of his army away from this, and this is the example of what an immobile composition can cost you. You have to take your composition and go and defend, and we can see that's just not efficient here for Anochad. So Luciferon is using that immobile composition he's decided on and forcing him to split them up, because Luciferon knows he doesn't have the right amount of units to take this. The heroes do come down. We do see hear the gulps gulping. One on the farm. Is the farm inspired forever? No. I was about to say, this feels a little weird. But this gives them a little bit of a boost here with the food. And that must feel pretty great, especially when you don't need to work for it. You just keep gulping. What do you mean immobile? Anochad has 4 Genitors? That's true. These guys should be sniping units left, right, and center. Now, you see that immobile army trying to walk out, chase down anything, but they are not doing much of that. It doesn't look like Anochad realizes that the war camp exists, which is actually pretty surprising. He's still not making a war camp, and with all this fighting, it definitely would have paid off by now. The villagers here getting picked off constantly by Anochad. Anochad's doing a pretty good job at trying to hit where it hurts, but Luciferon has killed too many workers. This group of units is just too hard to handle. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that Anochad is letting this happen. He's just chasing backwards and forwards and sideways and left and right and center. Well, yes, that's what I mean. Luciferon doesn't have war camp, not Anochad. Correct. So, Luciferon, he's going for a lot more Varangian strongholds, but with the Varangian strongholds, you have a unit. Keep in mind that this is not the main army. This is also not the main army. They are just causing havoc and killing villagers as they go. Another 5 going down. Towers invested into, and this is very limited food. Idle food in the base as well, and definitely not a farm transition looking too good. You can see with the resources per minute, they're pretty even. Luciferon does seem to be losing focus here, as all of the attention is pulled in different directions, and the villagers not really having a mission right now. Both of these players keeping the other one on each other's toes. The villagers just, he's giving himself the handicap so that the game can be even. Radari now going right through the crossbows, and they will be going down. Villagers still idle. And honestly, This is something that's very interesting to me, because I think with a lot of what a lot of us see when we watch these top players, we're like, oh my god, they're so good, we'd never be able to beat them. And yes, that's true. But they also make mistakes. Look at this TC, constantly rallied forward. And that just means that these villagers are going to die again and again and again, just because Anochad is putting a little bit of pressure down. But at the same time, Luci is trying to force those mistakes too. Killing a few of these crossbows now, it's definitely going to help. But the problem is, Luci is losing quite a lot here. He's got the idle time, he hasn't made villagers for a while, still rallied forwards, so these guys are going to be paying the price quite a lot. He also hasn't gotten defensive arrow slits for his... Wait. Anochad, what are these guys doing here? Anochad. What are these guys doing here? Oh, good god. Anochad's feeling confident. He's going to build a keep. He's going to build a keep. The man is building a keep. He's fighting a horse first, but then building a keep, getting it onto the sacred site. And finally, he will have control of this. And he will get that extra bit of gold from the pilgrims, because the second pilgrim will start spawning now. He's on his second TC, trying to claw back into the villager count, but Luci, he's lost a lot himself. Luci losing a little bit of that focus. It shows you that even though he's such an aggressive player, that is, it's still possible for someone that good to make such mistakes. Now, you can see the investment onto the food here. Getting all of these outposts reinforced tells you he needs this. And even though the boar is just running out, that the deer that's still left here, he wants this to stay alive and he cannot keep losing villagers. Now, Luci doing a little bit of a composition switch here. I say composition switch, but with Macedonian, you invest pretty heavily into one unit. And that's exactly what he's done here. We can see that he's already got +4 damage on the cavalry, which means that these horses are so invaluable. Luci, we need to move these guys. We need to move that TC to rally elsewhere. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck here on this amount of villagers non-stop. He notices and re-rallies the TC. So, back onto the wood, he says. Finally, Anochad making a play here for the sacred sites and equalizing the villager count. Having the pilgrims, it definitely feels a little bit better here for Anochad now. It's actually pretty funny because Luci looked like he was running circles around Anochad. And all of a sudden, just Luci losing that focus for a little while resulted in what we see here. And again, just seeing something like this, where Luci maybe had forgotten to put down a mill, put down a wall, it's causing him to have that idle time again and again and again, and Anochad is exploiting this. He knows what he needs to do. He needs to keep the pressure up. His opponent is doing it, he needs to do the same. And that immobile composition from Anochad is no longer the problem, because he's got a few horses and he's using them effectively. Still with no wheelbarrow here for Luci. Wait, why doesn't it say wheelbarrow is taken? I think this might be a little visualization bug. So it does look like wheelbarrow is upgraded here, but it looks like there's a level missing for it. So, not showing up just yet. UI is bugged. Age of Empires and UI bugs. What more could we ask for? Now, getting control of the sacred sites is great. It usually doesn't feel like you are causing a win condition, but if your opponent doesn't shut it down, very quickly this can become a real threat. Now, I don't think the threat is here just yet, but it's slowly getting there, and Luci is trying not to let that become a problem. Luci now, he tries to decap on this side, or tries to make a move out here at least. The problem is, there's a keep. There's a fortress. And now the next building up here is another tower. And all of a sudden, you've lost access to gold. You've lost access to a lot of resources here. And Anochad is actually the one in a pretty good position. But we've got 3 of these guys already in position, so they are going to be able to target fire back. And the horses, with their +5 attack now, is absolutely obliterating a bunch of villagers. Problem is, that's a second TC, and those villagers are going to need to be doing a lot of work. Now, Luci respects the fact that the army of Anochad is going to be a little bit bigger for this, so pulls back these siege units as he doesn't have access to a lot of gold anyway for too much longer. So there's a gold here. This thing will run out eventually. Oh my goodness. And see, Anochad showing us exactly what you need to do to get control back of the game. The janitors just tickling the villagers as they are running away in fear. And just like this, it looks like Anochad is trying to equalize the count. He takes down the pilgrims, but the problem with the pilgrims is they will just respawn. So those guys, he may have shut down 1 delivery, but there's a lot more coming. The boar running out here from Anochad means that he's going to need to think about other food. And this is what Luci has been able to shut down quite a bit now. Now, the farms here being idle for Luci too, it tells Anochad that he's doing the right thing. So now with that fortress out here, this is where you're most likely going to see your food transition. Because of course, you need to be quite a bit more careful in this scenario. And I realize where Luci is getting a bit of his gold from. Getting all of these relics definitely puts him in a pretty good spot for that. The trebuchets trying to target fire that outpost that is blocking this gold sublimely. And the mangonel getting in position. The thing is, mangonels don't do too well against the composition that's very heavily focused on horsemen. Villagers are repairing the outpost, just ensuring that this thing stays up a bit longer. Now, Hippodrome Radari taking down Hospitalier Knights, Spearmen, everything that does look at it just a little bit funny. And horses constantly raiding onto these food sources. You can see with the horsemen here, they are trying to do as much damage as they can. But now the question is just going to become, can Luci keep the damage going and actually outlast Anochad? Because again, the food composition or the food income from both these players is not looking great. We see the veteran archers here trying to shut down spears, but the problem is this is constant. And Luci now getting his second TC2, ensuring that he can catch up or at least stay even. Now, what we talked about a little bit earlier, we saw the sacred site timing. And the sacred site timing, like I said, it doesn't feel like a threatening point for anyone, but it definitely puts you in a spot where you're like, oh, that's 5 minutes now, all of a sudden. And I see someone asking, what is play all 5? PA5, it means they have to play all 5 games, so we can see how these end up. Now, with Luci here, he's still trying to do the raiding, and both of these guys killing quite a bit of villagers, and that's what I love to see about these maps. This is a pretty new map, I would say, for us to watch. So a lot of these players just don't have the experience with it, especially with these open sides that you're going to be facing against. Now, we can see still constant raids coming through, and the villagers now fighting themselves. Honestly, I'm very surprised that Luci hasn't invested into getting himself a wall. Just a little wall. Over here, just a little wall. Maybe out here, to ensure that your opponent can't just keep on sending those units in. But Anochad is doing an amazing job at keeping that pressure up. Now the problem is, with these 3 trebuchets, he's going to do the slow push forward. And these fortresses, they are pretty expensive to keep up. Because as we can see, Anochad does not have the stone for this. There's still a full stone here at the back. And one quite far forward. But he doesn't have an answer to actually kill this army right now. And Luci looked like he was in the lead at the start. It looked like he lost control, but at the same time, now it looks like he's in charge yet again. The sacred site will be decapped pretty soon, and Anochad's win condition does go down. The thing is, Anochad asked himself, what do I need to do to keep this pressure going? And he's going to do exactly what he's been doing this whole time. He's just going to keep on raiding. He sees this works. He cannot take a straight up fight just now. So he's going to keep the raiding happening. And Lucifer recognizes this. Instead of just building a wall, he decides I'm going to pull the villagers into a whole different direction and keep them with the army so that my units can be safe. Now, the wall is finally coming up onto the back. Oh, disgusting. He's found out that there is the technology of walling, and these guys will live another day. The outpost being reinforced makes sure that this is a little bit safer for him too. But you can see Lucifer also still just trying to find more and more damage. With both of them being on 2TC, you have a situation where you just need to do double the eco damage to really impact it the way that it would be before. So both of these players just constantly keeping these raids going. And with Lucifer now slowly getting control of this map, it's going to be a little bit tough here for him to gain control back like Anochad had. Because Anochad now, I don't feel like he has an answer to this. He's gotten 8 spring ults, but 8 spring ults, they are going to require a lot of running. So with investing this much into basically spearmen here for the Macedonian dynasty, it does look like a pretty good answer here to what he has been seeing from Anochad, but those spring ults are going to make them a little bit harder to handle. The problem is just Lucifer is going for mangonels, and mangonels, they don't mind a good spring ult fight. Now, Anochad is trying to gather his units, and he's most likely going to try to look for one big fight here. The horses, again, just constantly raiding. And with them having all these upgrades, it feels pretty hard to actually find an answer to this. So now, Lucifer is trying to do quite a bit of damage here, but the problem is now the army has moved forward, and this is where spring ults excel. Spring ults excel at surrounding, and that's exactly what they get to do. The mangonels are trying to get onto the backline, and they do land some pretty solid hits, but it does look like the spring ults have done quite a bit of damage here. The backup mangonels standing in position too, but it looks like this is going to be a cleanup here, and Anochad quickly taking care of these units too. Spearmen in the base here trying to fight off all of these units at the back here too, but now Anochad can push forward, and Lucifer just lost a significant amount of units here. Now, what I absolutely love to see is the fact that he's used his cistern pretty actively. He hasn't stopped this at all. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Anochad, stop! This man is just going non-stop, and he really showed us that you can make a pretty good comeback here. The villagers fighting against these horses too. And floating this much silver is just indicative of showing us that, hey, both of these players need to play the Civ quite a bit more to really understand when and where to use them. So sharpening stones coming out here increases the ranged armor of all arrows and bolts by +1. Now I want you guys to notice how expensive this was. Both of these upgrades being really, really expensive. This just means that as the upgrades go, you do get the extra ones, but look at that, 2,200 for the next one. Silver is going to be taking a while to get there. Now, Lucifer running around trying to kill a few villagers here. Again, just trying to make sure that his 2TC is a bit more effective. And at the moment, it is. It definitely is. The magical invention of a wall has helped them quite a bit here, and these towers also supported in ensuring that these raids get shut down. Now, Anochad needs to keep the pressure going and try to kill a bunch more villagers to make sure that this works. Now, with the horses he's got here at the back, he's trying to stop this, but look at the average horseman here from Anochad versus the one from Macedonian Dynasty. With all that extra HP and all those upgrades, especially in Castle Age, it doesn't feel that bad. Now just constant pressure from every single angle. And as these horses are running around trying to do the work they can, we do see that Lucifron is expanding into the stealth forest. Stealth forest no more. He's getting rid of it. He says, I just need normal forest, and I need to actually try to understand what might be happening here. Now, Horseman again making his way in, but this is just constantly from both sides. We can see there's a lot of dead villagers that have gone down in this game. And it just shows you that these guys, they know what to do in theory, but actually executing it with these civilizations does feel a little bit harder here. Anochad now, I feel like the ball is in his court. He's the one playing KT against a civilization that has insane upgrades in the late game. And is he going to be able to close it out before Lucifron just completely shuts down this economy with these constant pushes? The last fight looked pretty good for him, but Lucifron is doubling down on the archers. And honestly, with Anochad's composition here, Lucifron is probably just countering himself. I forgot how tired your voice gets when you talk non-stop. Now, Anochad, with a pretty heavy army of archers as well, they look like they will be, you know, pretty good against what Lucifron has on offer. But we have to keep in mind that the Whamenqt, they have the ability to ignore armor. The problem is just, even with 57 of them, against a bunch of horsemen, your biggest worry is not the armor. Let's quickly see how this one pans out. You can see the archers a little bit out of position here, but they do take quite a few shots. The mangonels try to get hit as well, but this fight did not look like it was going to go the way for Lucifron. And we get another upgrade here. Increase the ranged damage of all arrow bolts by +1. Now, these archers are going to be +4 already in castle. I say castle, but Palatine School is coming out. And this, it makes sense because Lucifron is now at 200 supply. The problem is he's not going to be able to replenish any of this. So with him going for the Palatine School, he's going to be able to get that elite upgrade and try to do the push out. And Anochad is very far away from going... Oh, he's very far away from going for Imperial himself. But now with the age up coming through, the question is now whether Anochad is going to look at this and say, hey, I probably need to engage right now. He's still constantly raiding, shutting down the villagers. Beautiful play here by Anochad. He realizes I need to do something. But look at those archers. They are breaking everything in half here. And they very soon are going to be of the elite variety. Both of these guys just constantly in each other's bases, in each other's faces, trying to shut down this economy. Kingdom of Poland coming through, and honestly, I'm a little bit surprised at how fast he got there. But ensuring that he keeps his opponent busy, that's probably the biggest answer to survival here. Now, the thing is, when Lucifron now gets his upgrades, this is going to be great. But we have to keep in mind, he doesn't have a university. University upgrades, you basically are in a position where your university are these, where you get very, very expensive upgrades. And he's got the silver to get another upgrade as well. So it is going to be okay. But Anochad, he cannot let this go too long without having more resources available to him. He's not in a position where he has enough to get university upgrades and all of a sudden be able to take this army. While Lucifron already has pseudo university upgrades by having all of these, right? So now those archers just absolutely melting everything that dares look at them. But Lucifron is still constantly raiding. These guys dead even at 100 villages apiece. The archers looking for a little bit of damage. The horses turn around and it looks like they're out in a weird position, but they're doing an amazing job here at handling these horses. The problem is just, it does look like Anochad will be able to catch up, and these archers, if they activate their ability, they're going to run very, very slowly. The thing is, they don't even need to activate this ability because with the attack that they have, it is absolutely insane. These units are getting deleted. But the problem is, there's a lot more units coming from the base of Anochad. A lot more units coming out here as well, but the horses know exactly where to focus. Templar Brothers going straight for the siege. And now, Lucifer feeling very confident in these buffed up archers, and we can see they were just not the counter unit for these Templar Brothers. So these archers finally finding their way through all the way. It does look like Lucifer is still doubling down on getting archers instead. The problem is now Anochad has his own mangonels, and Lucifer only now making a little bit of a horseman switch back to where he was. With these horsemen, he got quite a few upgrades on them already, and they probably have their place as the game is going longer and longer. But right now, he needs to find an answer to actually kill what Anochad has. Both of these guys spending every bit of resource they have to try and contest the other. Amazing work here by Lucifer, trying to shut down the economy from the back, like both of them are doing. You can see even villagers out here trying to get into a very optimal position to keep idling out this economy. Now those archers, they did quite a bit of damage. We have 131 villager deaths here, and that is absolutely freaking disgusting. Oh, God. They're all dead. I'm just gonna watch them die in silence. At least they run pretty fast. Now the thing is, these types of interactions, I don't really know which civilization has it better. Because now you have Anochad again with the Sacred Victory approaching, and Lucifer, he doesn't feel like he needs to respond to this. But never mind, he responds to it. He's like, oh, I should respond to this, and that's exactly what he does now. The thing is, Anochad just doesn't have the resources to keep getting back to 200 supply. And as the time goes on, the heavy investment into these archers, it seems to be paying off already. Now the villagers are trying to do a little sneaky as we see some towers popping up at the back of the base. And honestly, I am feeling inspired watching Anochad do all of this. Now, Anochad realizes I need to keep doing damage. The problem is just, I don't know how much damage he could realistically do. Genitors chosen as a weapon here, but definitely not looking as scary as you would want them to look. Raiding on both sides, but it looks like Anochad is in for a little bit of a push here as Lucifer is getting closer and closer and closer. And these level 5 we see more upgrades coming in here, but let's go see the level 5. Is that 3,200? That would be pretty wild to afford. Are we going to get there? We are about to get there. We'll see what is worth 3,200 silver, because that is a very expensive price tag on an upgrade. And we see exactly what it is. That's going to be the arrow upgrade. So these guys are going to have +5 attack, and they have the ability to ignore armor. The archers now getting collapsed on, and at the same time we have horses coming from every single side of the map. But you can see these archers are doing pretty good amount of damage, especially considering these are armored horses. Now they don't have their ability active, which I'm actually quite surprised about, especially considering they're standing still. But it could just be because Lucifer is attacking on multiple fronts. Anochad, he's trying not to lose units, but as you guys can see, he has bled quite a bit. Now trying to get a bit of a university upgrade to try and deal with this heavy mass of units in front of him. The problem is just, there's a lot more archers coming at you than you will be coming at them. Now, still, just aggressive moves on both sides, and Lucifer, with finally having a wall here, is gonna allow himself to be raided less. But the problem right now, they are not the raids, they are the villagers. And Anochad feeling spicy enough to build a tower inside the base of his opponent. It will not go up, unfortunately, for him. But now there's a big problem in his base, and that big problem is a bunch of archers that are just not taking any damage. And Poland was the age up of choice, so Anochad has all of the horses available that he could ever dream of. The problem is the food. He does not have any of the resources to build an army that can deal with this. Now the fight is just pushing backwards and forwards, as we can see. Lucifron, he's able to re-amass this army. Anochad, though, he needs to find a way to get to 200 supply and take a good engagement for himself. And it looks like he's going to focus on getting this on the archers. So with the archers here, the archers, I'm just going to switch to the other side. So with these archers, they now are going to have the ability to shoot fire arrows, right? So that's pretty good, especially them getting a bit of extra range here. It's going to make this a little bit of a destruction. Anochad, he knows I cannot keep throwing away my units. I need to win one big fight here. And now, all of a sudden, the horsemen making their way out again, trying to find a little bit of damage. Anochad constantly raiding, but he knows he needs to be careful. He needs to take one big fight in the base and make sure that he saves as many units as he can. Lucifron is just not able to find a finishing blow. Now finally going for the chiropractors to try and better break the back of his opponent and get through the rest of the base too. Now the Palatine School, honestly, I would love to see what these elite cataphracts can do. But it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any of the Palatine School action, unfortunately. Because the silver is only being used for the cavalry. Now, some of these raids are getting shut down, and Lucifron, losing a significant portion of his army, is going to struggle to remake this. He does have some resources in the bank, but the problem is the composition from Anochad now is a lot more optimal than what Lucifron can make. He has not invested into getting the upgrades for his melee units, and now horses are going to be the answer. But 53 extra HP is great and all. The problem is just, it feels like Anochad is going to have the opportunity to switch here. He's finally back in control when it comes to getting all of these pilgrims out, and with the university upgrades on his side, he's reached the timing that is actually going to be quite good for him. Now, I do know that there's a UI bug here. Lucifron does have a wheelbarrow, so even though it looks like he doesn't, the man, he knows the importance of the upgrade. So now, with this type of push that he's going to be able to do, he needs to find a way to get on top of these archers, but sending your horses one by one is not going to be the way to do that, and that's the problem here. Now, Lucifron needs to focus and do exactly what Anochad did earlier. He needs to find a way to hold back and push when the unit composition is right. And honestly, I feel like we could have called this game like 4 or 5 times already, but both of these players are not really ready to give it up. We are 49 minutes in game, in a game that has... Honestly, I would not have said it has... It's a map that I would see these long games on, but apparently that's exactly what this map holds. It just has long games waiting for all of us. And now, sacred sites are capped yet again, and Anochad, as we can see, he's got the gold income with these pilgrims, but for how long? Lucifron needs to ask himself, how long am I gonna allow this? So, who's winning? Yes. Yes. The script agrees. Yes. That's who's winning. Yes. Both of these guys have won and lost this game several times, so I don't think that we can say someone's winning. Anochad's winning now. Yes, Anochad is winning now. He's got a little bit of a better composition, and we can see he's got the sacred control now. He's kind of getting Lucifron stuck in a pretty hard place because the resources are running out. Lucifron doesn't have the same access to gold as Anochad does, because Anochad has these pilgrims, right? He's still got this as an option. And yes, Lucifron does have relics, but it's not the amount of relics that you need to actually outlast someone who still has access to a pretty heavy gold income. So if he keeps bleeding units like he has, this is going to be pretty tough. Both of these guys, more than 200 villagers down in total. Lucifron floating a bit of silver, usually now just used to make units, because at this point he's gotten so many upgrades and finally able to use it to get some elite cataphracts. Now the problem is, as you guys can see, there's not a lot of gold left. And Lucifron is just going to struggle with that. Because he needs to find a way to either stop all the income for Anochad, or he needs to get a gold income of his own. And there is no such thing. With a middle market, it does seem like a pretty tough spot. He keeps getting archers, he keeps getting Radari with every bit of gold he has, and now elite cataphracts are going to be the answer here. The problem is just we cannot keep losing these units. They are not replaceable because of the lack of resources that he has. These horses are wreaking absolute havoc. Disgusting. So both of these guys, they're fully aware of the resources running low. The thing that you have to consider is when we're looking at mining camps, these guys are going to be producing this no matter what. So he does have this passive resource where he can keep producing cataphracts. So there is a unit he can make that is usually gold, and is gold quality, but he gets it for silver. So it does feel okay, but not for very long. But all of a sudden now we see Anochad also dipping a little bit lower on the income here, as he's trying to remax, and the raids are now coming from Lucifron. The problem is those raids are with very buffed out horses. Plus 56. Problem is he's got biology, and I don't know if Lucifron is in a spot to handle that too well. So the one horseman here running for his life, trying to find damage. The archers again diving very deep, and could honestly... This could honestly be so dangerous for Lucifron. He is not maxed out yet. It looks like he's willing to sacrifice these archers, but he doesn't have the ability to remake any of this. And again, constant horse raiding from every single angle. The horses getting on top of the archers. And if there's one thing that these guys have, it's wood. So these guys have walked out on the map. They've gotten quite a bit of wood here, but the rest of the resources are running a little bit thin. The problem is just, it doesn't look like Lucifron has the answer to dealing with these keeps. He's getting the chiropractors right now, but he keeps fighting in these positions that are clearly not optimal for him. You see with all the horses here, they are just focused on the other horses, and it feels like the cataphracts are the ones who were supposed to turn this. They were the ones supposed to get on top of the archers and take them down. These archers have activated their ability, and they're ignoring the armor of the other units. But is this going to be enough? Probably not. It seems like they agree. He realizes there's nothing I can do to actually shut down this army. And it looks like good old KT takes down Macedonian dynasty for us. And I think this is a pretty... I wouldn't say it's a telling game, but it's a telling game in terms of... I think both players still need to figure out quite a lot here. Because Lucifron did not make the war camp. He did not make that war camp. And that could be a big problem. So, give me 1 second. I am just going to check if they are in the next one. No war camp yet? All the way, baby. The man, the legend, did not war camp it out, unfortunately. Ooh, we are about to switch these boys. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, we are definitely going to switch these boys around. So, Anochad on the Taklak dynasty, boys. We are seeing a civilization that Corvinus told us yesterday was a little bit of a problem at the moment. Now, what I want you guys to notice is him double investing in scout elephants. So these elephants are able to... Oh, triple investing in scout elephants. And this is just showing us that these elephants being able to pick up sheep, it feels worth it for players to get all those extra elephants and just be out on the map and try to pick this up. So with these units, now you see a few villagers out here on wood to try and make up for the fact that they have just invested this much into trying to get... Oh my god, as you guys can see, he's trying to not idle the TC, but the TC has been idle for quite a while because he was focused on getting these elephants to scout out. So these two boys, Lucifron might be in a pretty good spot here because he knows his civilization. And Anochad, he has not played the civilization enough to know exactly what the weaknesses could be. Now, with these scouting elephants, he's walking around the map, trying to pick up every single sheep he can with these guys. And, I mean, it feels pretty worth it because you deny your opponent as well. The triple elephant investment this early into the game might be a little bit too risky, as we did see that TC going idle for a bit. Because now, French is already 2 villages ahead. They do have a little bit of a faster production speed. And by this point, they are usually 1 ahead, but... this could make a significant impact, especially considering that Lucifron is going to need to be the one who goes out on the map and goes for the resources here. We'll see what the situation is with his scout and if he's going to be able to have enough food to outlast this. I'm trying to find the green scout. Here he is. The food is not looking too good here. Not at all. Getting 5 sheep in this situation because of the elephant opening. It does feel like something that might get addressed pretty soon. So, these 2 villagers, they are going to the corner of the map, and... I'm not sure... Oh my god, guys, we know what this is. Oh, guys. I was confused for a second there. Let me just turn my camera so I can lean back like a goose. We are getting... Oh... We're finally getting the cock out. Guys, I apologize. I did not expect Lucifron to pull the cock out on live television like this, especially against the Delephants. But he knows the value of the cock, and the cock has been placed. Ladies and gentlemen, with corner markets on Dry Arabia, the cock seems to be the right move here. Aggro Luci going cock, right? Lucifron is the guy you expect to go for 600 knights, overwhelm you, make sure that those healer elephants don't see the light of day. But no. Lucifron, he's doing exactly the opposite of what a Lucifron would do, and he's just going for the cock. So for those of you wondering why I'm saying the word cock the whole time, genitalia, it's because the Chamber of Commerce is not that. It is the Chamber of Commerce, the COC, that is the trading landmark. And the trading landmark spawns free traders for each economic upgrade that we see here. This is why forestry gets upgraded. Forestry is not an upgrade that we get out of anyone with a reasonable mind. And apparently we've got villages in the middle of the map as well, which just means that Anochad, he is going to need to deny quite a bit of food here. But Lucifron's play here, by going for the Chamber of Commerce, the trade's going to be great. The question is just, is Anochad going to allow it for long enough? Now, what we need to keep in mind here is that Anochad is going for a lot of stone in the early game, which means that he's quickly going to make a Taklakbat fort right after he ages up. Now, the Taklakbat fort, I'm just going to call it the fort. The fort makes for spicy plays because a reasonable man would put the fort on resources, try to utilize it correctly. But Anochad, he could be a non-reasonable man, and he could be deciding to put it in a much more aggressive way. Luckily, we see Anochad is a man with style, and the Taklak Fort is going on the gold, which I think is a pretty safe move and probably the correct one. The problem is now just, with going for the fort, the question is, did he not already allow his opponent to capitalize on the fact that he is going to have all these traders, and free traders at that. As these upgrades are coming in, we're going to be seeing more and more traders come out. And keep in mind, these guys are going to be all free. The problem is, with him investing this much into the Daklakbat fort, we can see he's already going for a fast castle. So Anochad is not utilizing the civilization like we usually see it. Usually it's a civ that goes for healer elephants and tries to rush, but right now he's trying something else. So I think both of these players not really knowing exactly what works against the other. They are putting themselves in a spot where they're trying out these new things, and it's really hard to do so. But the Chamber of Commerce play, we have some gold arriving, and that is going to feel pretty good, because that is just free income now. Especially with the villagers out here on gold, he's most likely going to be able to pull these off pretty soon, as these upgrades are going to all be out. We'll see if he queues up. Ooh, he is. So he's gotten all the free traders from the upgrades, and now is getting more traders. So investing in more traders behind all of this, that feels like a pretty good move to make. Let's go see what he went with. Which governor did you appoint, sir? Let's see. I don't even know how to observe that. Let's check it out. Which governor did you go with? Oh, we know which governor. So the governor he went with is the governor of Bakar. So the governor of Bakar is one where if you build houses around it, it is going to produce food for you. So you can build farms, you can build houses, and it's going to be a safe income for you here. Now, my big question is this something that you want to go for first because of the safe food income that you get? But House of Learning goes down quickly. So I just want to see how to look at this for the future. Nope, I have no idea. I have no idea how to see this. See, this is where our observer usually knows exactly what to do. So, with all of this, we see he's stopped making traders. And I don't know if this is something just because he's running low on resources, or if this is because he is going to be reutilizing the gold elsewhere. Let's quickly see what it looks like over here. With the knights, he's just constantly making them, but it's getting to a point where Lucifron, he's playing this civ for a long time now. He knows what the limits are. But at the same time, it's not something that he's done a lot. He hasn't gone for the Chamber of Commerce often enough to know, hey, I need to constantly be making X or Y. Now, the knights are going to be a problem here, as we can see that they can take a pretty decent amount of TC fire, but the elephant keeping the villager alive and body blocking all of these knights, it does stop the age up, and one of these villagers will go down. Villagers now struggling to stay alive, another villager going to be paying the price, and it doesn't look like this one single healing elephant is going to be the answer to the knight troubles. It looks like the age up will go through, and chivalry will be coming next. With chivalry, we know what that means. He's going to get another free trader. Thank you, Lewis. So, guys, we can see which governor was appointed here by the button at the bottom. Thank goodness. We are not blind anymore. So, Lucifer going for a little bit of a cockplay, and I love that. I absolutely love to see this and utilizing that economy. But my question stands, if we were seeing a little bit more from Anochad here in terms of aggression, would this mean that Lucifron would not get away with that? So now with the single or the secondary healer elephant coming out, it looks like these knights are not going to be able to find the damage they seek. And what I really want to see here is if these worker elephants are going to be the answer to blocking some of the knights as well. Now, we do have the villagers out here on the deer, and they've been here for a while. But now that the healing elephants are out, and now that we're getting lances of Anochad's own, we will most likely be getting a lot more action that we've been seeing even from the previous one. Now, the Lancer does quickly pay the price, and just like that, destruction. Again. The problem is, double stable coming now. Looking like the elephants will be seeing the light of day, but going up against the Royal Institute with a man who's been trading for a while, it feels like this aggressive play might just be punished pretty soon. Lucifron now finally hitting castle. This is going to mean that his knights are most likely going to be able to do something against all of these healer elephants. The war elephant gets chosen, so not our raider elephants, which makes a lot of sense. These guys are basically a horseman, and they are quite squishy. So these elephants, war elephants, is gonna mean that these guys are gonna be able to take a pretty good fight, and he does have the upgrade to get the elephants to move faster already. So, what I would like to see is this man gonna be able to take a good fight against knights? The problem is, you're going to need a lot of elephants to actually take them on, and now finally getting some farms here as well. Love this, because now this Taklobad fort is going to be worth so much more. Delivery. And he's already switched out the trades, and this is the beautiful part of the French trade. You don't need to invest in just one resource. If you want to be mining gold, you can mine gold, but half of your traders, they could just be trading in food. And this puts Lucifron in such a good spot. Because when all of these deer do run out, he's going to be perfectly fine. His opponent is stuck in his base. He doesn't have an answer to what's about to arrive. And the villagers, popping out from the one side back into the other. And the Taklobad fort is going to be able to fire on out. The problem is just he doesn't have anything to kill these knights. So these knights, and with a massive worker advantage, it just doesn't look like Anochad has figured out how to play this Civ the way we've been seeing it from the other pro players. Villagers trying to do a little bit of a fighting back, but the elephants are fighting their heart out too. The problem is they're pretty chunky, and the knights are not letting up. The knights going all the way in. Villagers falling like flies. 16 total dead villagers. And more knights will be running in, claiming their victims. The healing elephants trying to perform miracles. And while they're really good at that, it might be a little bit just too tough. Anochad now trying to do damage against the trade too, as he now spots it. He's going to know in this moment that he is pretty cooked. Because when you are at 28 villagers at 14 minutes, you usually know what is happening to you. So, with the blacksmith also out here, this is the great part for Lucifron. He's got the gold. He can just keep getting upgrades. He can keep diving. And it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. Even if he loses these knights, because of the trade he has, he's going to be able to replace them. And every villager that goes down is something that Anochad cannot replace. 25 out of 26 villagers now idle. And the other guy is technically also idle. He's just running towards an idea, an illusion of safety. Now, Anochad has had enough, and these two guys are discovering what these new civilizations can and cannot do. So French prevails, but I would not read too much into it, because I feel like Anochad did not really go for a standard play when it comes to the Taklak dynasty in general. So maybe the Chamber of Commerce is just that good. Yeah, are we going to blame this on the Chamber of Commerce? I think so. I think so. This is all about the Chamber of Commerce, boys. We now know exactly what the problem is. So, the next game we'll get into in a second. Let me just quickly get something to drink. My throat is killing me. And I am pretty much cooked. Be right back. Okay, we're almost in. Guys, I brought the good stuff. So, earlier, I experimented a little bit. And as you guys can not see because of my green screen, I made some delicious snacks. These delicious snacks are called Brussels sprouts. And I put them in the oven. I overcooked them a little bit. But it's okay. They're crispy. So, I know Beastie hates Brussels sprouts. So I put one in his mouth. And he was just like... And he ended up not eating the Brussels sprouts. But that means that I have a whole oven pan full of Brussels sprouts that I just get to snack on all night. So yes. So we went from a 1 hour back and forth to a 15-minute complete cock stomp. Yes. That is what we went to. And maybe it just shows you. It doesn't always have to be long to be good. It can also be entertaining if you just played it out in 15 minutes. And that's exactly what these guys showed us. Okay. So, let's quickly take a look at these guys. So we have the 2 civs now that, because they started a little bit earlier, we're going to go towards the replays to see how the others played out. But these are live. This is the last round. At this round, we asked the players to choose whatever they wanted. So whatever they wanted means you can play any new civ, any old civ, and show us what you go with. Now, Anochad saved his last one for the Sengoku Daimo. And what I really like about this is he's already going for a different build from the others. Now, I don't know if this is the correct build. I highly doubt this is the correct build. Because as we can see, he's not going to have enough food. This guy is not going to have enough food to get the villagers that he needs. So, this might be a very, very risky play. We saw his... Oh, never mind. Never mind. He just got it in time. We saw this in the previous game as well. He had the idle TC for quite a bit because he didn't really know what the limits are. But it looks like he's learned from his mistakes and he's going to make sure that he has enough food to get that next villager out. Now, Lucifer, going for your pretty standard Malian build here. And I say standard... But standard, a little bit different as we're going to get that 7th house out as well for just that extra bit of gold trickle. So, yes. Pretty, yeah? Oh, yeah, of course. Up here. Let me, actually, give me a second. I just need to move it. Are you, okay. Alex? There we go. You're here! You want to tell us about this situation, eh?
What do we got going on?
We got going on a... Oh, you have a microphone in your face, but it's fine. It's closer to your face.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What is...
It's a beautiful game, right? Look at that.
Yeah. It's the edge of the map. What's the score so far?
So, basically, this one is 1-1. Okay, let me just turn
That's okay.
No, I want to take it off. Otherwise, I'm going to yell. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 1-1.
It's 1-1. Technically, the other 2 are already played, but I was a little late because I was busy. And here we are with the final game, but technically the 3rd game. Because they can't see the test server. They just have to go by my words.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the beautiful part of having a test server. Now, Lucifer went for the Malians. This is the final round where they get to decide what civ they want as their final pick. And they could choose a new civ, an old civ, but they can't have played it already. And by this point, Anochad saved the Sengoku dynasty until now.
Wow.
So he went for a little bit of a singular Yatai build. But the Yatai is getting quite a juicy amount of
you went
resources.
single, not double?
Yeah, he just went for the single.
What's that left side thing?
Oh, a little bit of a... Okay, he did go for the double. But that's pretty disgusting. With the double Yatai opening, do you think it's going to be a little bit busted in a while?
I would probably go triple against Malian.
Because they're greedy.
Yeah, they're slow, so maybe triple. I've actually discussed it with my stream. Like I don't really know how many yatta you go for, but I feel like you always want to go for at least 2. Now this is something we're gonna have to judge in the future, the Matsuri.
I mean, with the
Positioning.
Yeah, because
Do you like it?
I think it's okay because you're using it as a wood camp, right? So I think obviously you want to put it in a position where you have it like an arcane chapel, right?
I prefer to put it on wood line.
Yeah,
But
that's what I would hear as well.
yeah, like even in the back, like that back wood line is massive, and you get berries, and you can put farms in the back. So I rate this one like a 2
A 2
out of 10. It's too exposed.
It is too exposed, and we've seen a lot of players pay the price by just getting raided and then idling out the Matsuri, which is then going to be absolutely useless as time goes on. Yeah. This one's also not protected. Because what I've seen some players do, they just burn down the Matsuri.
If you lose it, it's really bad. Like really, really, really bad. Because you invested like 20 minutes buffing it, if not more. So.
Now, with Lucifer going for the stable,
love that.
It's the answer when you're dealing with someone being a greedy Yatai boost. But it looks like this Yatai needs to come back to base because, you know, Scout is already out for it. But there are some pretty safe spots to put in. And I think a lot of people haven't noticed that you can keep the first Yatai in the base and it still gives you a buttload of resources based on how many sheep you got, of course.
Yeah, I don't. So far, what I'm seeing from Anochad, like I have 6 games, I think, with Sengoku, but I think he is playing it wrong. Like you see deer immediately when the game starts, just go on deer.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason not to, and then yeah, you can put 1 yatai on your food plus or sheep plus berries. But I also think this is one of the worst maps to play Sengoku because the thick yatais that you're gonna get in the corners are also very easy to kill, and the other deer packs on the map are 5, so you actually get really bad food per minute from yatai from them.
Okay, makes sense. The thing is, I don't know, is Sengoku what you would regard as one of the strongest civilizations in the game in its current state? Will it get banned in its current state?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think all 4 are strong actually. Like I've had pretty much really good success with all 4 new civs, so I think they're all really strong. Tuklik Dynasty is the most disgusting one, for sure.
Corbin has showed us, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I think that one might need a little bit of a tweak.
That's gonna get in there, for sure.
A little bit of one, yeah.
For sure.
Now, what we've been seeing from a lot of people, oh my god, the food trader going down. That is massive though, because that's the
buff.
That's the buff. Yeah, that's the boy you need. That's the thing that makes your villagers work faster. So you didn't just kill your opponent's food that was arriving. You were killing his whole advantage.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this map for Sengoku, I think. It's just, the Yatta is too far away. Like, where's he gonna place it? He has to send it back and just risk, right? But I don't like that. And now I like Lucifer's plan a lot more, because he's going into Sofa, and Anochad is going into Yari Cavalry. And basically they have bonus damage against other cavalry. Ooh, and Anochad is now going for Yumi as well. I honestly think if Lucifer scouts this, he should just double the stable and just go mass Sofa, because he should be able to absolutely demolish these.
Because they're basically just horsemen, right?
Yeah, it's not that big. Like, I thought you were going to be able to chase down other cavalry and stuff, but...
So, seeing if he does... Oh, he doesn't even have the upgrade for them, or the Daimo estate for them. So, when you do get that extra bit of movement speed, does it not make it good? Like, if we
But he went the archer one, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the extra movement speed is good, but... Yeah, he's going for the archer one, which I've seen a lot of players go for, just basically mass Yumi. So Anochad is like trying to play it like Japanese, basically, which is like budget samurai and then Yumi, but I don't know. It doesn't quite play out like that, I feel like, because it's 8 minutes and Malian is doing like a semi-cow boom and Anochad is stuck in his base. Like, that's not really where you want to be against Malian when you're making units. Like, imagine if he was doing 2TC, what would then...
Yeah, then Malian would just be able to run away with the game.
I feel like the longer this game goes, if Lucifer identifies like, oh, it's triple archer range, like I wouldn't even make javelins, just make more sofas.
And it looks like that's exactly what he sees now. He sees that there's a lot of more I just need to make, because he stopped producing these for a while. I was wondering what the plan is here. But now with getting the archer dino, what he gets with this is the attack speed, right? But that's it.
What's interesting is like with Yumi you want to kite, so I don't know how much value you get from attack speed. You know, like attack speed is good for like immobile units, not for super fast units necessarily. I mean, you can stand, but you know what I mean? Especially if you're playing against mass cavalry, you're not going to stand there. You're going to have to kite a lot, so I like Lucifer's plan a lot.
Lucifer is definitely playing a civilization that he's very comfortable with. The reason I wanted these two to play against one another is because neither of them had early access to the civilizations. So for them, both of these guys, they didn't get the same experience as everyone else. That's a lot of dead villagers that he just got from running around there. But now with the SOFA reinforcement, he's going to be able to pick a few off. The problem is these guys are going to be able to turn around and do the same. But no, he wants to take a fight instead. And it doesn't look like it's going too bad here for Anochad, but it's just because of that extra attack speed that he has. And sofas, they're still just feudal age sofas, right?
Yeah, what's interesting is we don't know a lot of these unit interactions, like Sofa against Yari or like Cataphracts against, you know, one of the new cavalry units. That's gonna be like, there's probably some weird interactions where it's like Yari lose to Knights and they beat like Ghazi, but everything else was just to Ghazi and stuff like that. So we're gonna have some weird interactions, but he's making a lot of Donzos, and Anochad's kind of stopped making horses. Like he's making one now, but he's been on 5 for a super long time. He's just cranking even more archers. So, and I don't think Lucifron is recognizing that because he keeps making Donzos.
But the crazy part is he keeps making Donzos, but he sees this in his face, and it's pretty constant. What I love about this is now the mix in of the Shinobi. Absolutely just making this a lot easier.
That thing is getting there.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
It's crazy.
You know, I had a game where I went fast castle and I went mass man at arm. I think it was against Magic, and he spawned Shinobi, like 6 of them, and he killed like 10 men at arms with just Shinobi, and I'm just like, what? I was like, what does this work?
It's crazy.
He just spawned them and like damaged all my men at arms to like no HP, and I was like, okay, this is.
Was it an Imperial?
No, they were Castle Shinobi.
I was about to say, yeah.
I was like, we gotta change this. Yeah, we gotta change this.
The crazy thing about Shinobi is there's no timer where they can't be active. Like, you can save them in your base, and then you can just reactivate them.
Yeah, I mean, the cooldown is also like, I think it's like a minute and a half. So it costs nothing. You can just spend it. But there's some wrong math, because I think in Castle they do 5 damage, and they apply 50% damage. But I'm like, how are they killing 10 men at arms? Like, the math doesn't math there, unless the 50% stacks somehow, I don't know.
Now, we can see that Lucifer is trying to pick off these reinforcements and trying to pull the archers, just thin out the herd as they're coming closer. He's got the mobility with this for now, and knowing that his opponent doesn't have the right unit to make these boys a little faster, this is going to be a bit easier. But the Shinobis are here, and now they can instantly make these guys so much slower. And just like that, now Anochad is in a pretty happy spot. Maybe single target?
Oof, Lucifer and Mareka has 617 Donzos. I think he is widely misreading this. Like, is he? Can you check production? Does he have 2 barracks? No, triple stable.
He's realized.
Yeah, I think that's a bit late though. Like, if he had 8 Donzos and, you know, 8 more sofas, I think this is super fun for him, but this ain't looking good right now.
And just getting this singular ram out here is going to destroy so much of an investment already. And if you can see the Donzos now hipping at the back, he's trying to kite these, looking at those Shinobi. They are slowing down the sofas, and that seems super balanced. The sofas trying to make their way around here, the reinforced tower no going down. This one, luckily, having the little bit of an HP buff, is going to be able to take a little bit more of a beating, but he does need to be careful here, trying to get a few sofas in before that next fight. And it looks like these boys are trying to do as much damage as possible. The ram in the way, but also going to be going down pretty soon. Getting the Donzos this close is definitely not what you want your opponent to get to.
Yeah, and he's gonna get... I mean, he's kind of pushing back, but he wants to kill the ram and go back. Yeah, because the archers are just gonna kite forever, and he needs overwhelming amount of sofas to chase, so he's just gonna camp here. Anochad might make another ram, and then we see this again. The cow situation is not hot. Like, only 5 moves right now is not what you want.
He's been... It was in the inside, but he realizes I need to eat these boys to keep the economy from going down. Now, what I love to see about this is he's trying to get every bit of gold he can, because he realizes, hey, this is not going to be lasting forever. The pressure is still here, and the ram is now being formed. Now, this one, no, that's still the ranged one, but it does look like he has a second one now. Just double check which one he's gotten. Don't want to miss the fight, but at the same time I need to know. Okay, he's getting the horses too. So, this could mean no. Yeah. Now, people seem to be going for 1-1, but I also think this is just because of the lack of experimentation, and people eventually say like, oh, it's better to go for the 2 instead in some cases. But Luciferoni, he's not in that Malian economy we want to see. Oh gosh, those poor cows, they're all dead.
Yeah, he's been snacking on them. Got no wheelbarrow, so the workers are painful to move. I mean, the problem with Luciferon is like, his food and military relies on gold. So once this gold expires, the first one, he is probably going to be in a lot of trouble. Because getting 3rd gold is going to be pretty painful.
And just like that, he tries to go again for the reinforcements, but the shinobis are being propped in the stealth forest, instantly being able to shut this down. A little bit disgusting. The Yakai trying to get his food economy going here. Matsuri now getting 15% extra food income, or every income in the circle. And I like that the circle includes the sheep at least. He knows his HRE, but the Sofas are now looking for a pretty good engagement. Does not want to take any risks, but honestly, I think this could have been a pretty good fight.
Yeah, and Anochad is going to do the good thing and just age up and probably go mass mounted samurai. He needs a front line for the archers. Temple of Equality. What was the other one? Ooh, I actually don't like that. So there's 2 landmarks. The Temple of Equality, which just reduces the cost of your monks. But the other one gives you... It's like with all upgrades, the sake brewery gives you like 530 or 50 gold per minute with 5 workers. So it's basically like each worker is mining 108 gold or something like that, 110 gold. Which is, I feel like, really good. And this map, you don't have a lot of gold. You know, there's no big gold. So I feel like sake brewery would be really good here. But maybe he just wants to yoink the relics real quick. I'm not sure. Maybe he's gonna keep making them. I don't know.
We actually saw a little bit of an interaction here with the Temple of Equality. I saw this yesterday. So with the Temple of Equality, I thought that the monks were going to be super fun to heal and run around with. And they are fun. They're not good, but they're fun. And we did see them with Imperial Age buffs. They are pretty crazy. The trades that they can do is absolutely insane. But to be fair, it is still early days, and I think walls could be pretty good against them. But the fact that they can heal themselves when they're busy attacking farms, etc., it just makes for quite a fun little raid unit, and they're so cheap by that point. So that's what we've been seeing some people do with them. But of course, gold income feels a bit stronger.
I made some like in melee comp. Like I've seen a lot of people play Sengoku like against me, and when I observe, we're gonna see a big raid coming in, and that's the other gold is on the left side, so you're gonna have to defend that. But yeah, everyone's pretty much going like mass Yumi horses. But I've kind of been leaning into mass infantry because when you get spearmen with deflective armor and samurai, and then samurai have bows too, that's pretty strong. And these shinobis are doing so much work.
Even them just slowing down. This is something we saw from Anochad and Lucifer on both of them.
Oh, he's getting smoked. The military supply is terrible, and Anochad lost 20 workers.
The thing is, both of these players, it feels like the moment they get overwhelmed, this happens. It's like there's just so much going on, and when you watch like you and the Rain Lord, and I would even say Louis also does this quite a bit. But Wham, I think, is a good example. His villagers never go idle. Like, they will have the next goal.
Because they're building walls.
Yesterday he was allergic to walls, actually.
He actually chilled with walls.
Yeah.
He's chilled with walls a bit, to be fair.
I'm kind of sad about that. Wham walls were a really good joke for a while. Now, Lucifron is in castle, but he's in castle with 7 cows, so definitely not the type of Malians that we make Reddit threads about, but it's still something that you need to keep in mind. Your Malians is eventually going to scale up. He's already done this much eco damage. Anochad, again, idle with a bunch of his units as he's just trying to keep them alive. But the Sofas are absolutely mowing them down, and it looks like the Lucifron will prevail on the civilization that is just a little bit safer.
You know, another reason I don't like this comp as Sengoku is you don't have Onamushas. And you have those weird ass crossbows that are super slow. So, I feel like mass cavalry comps can just overwhelm you, especially like Sofa or Knights or whatever, and we can see Lucifron is just babooning him. He's not interested in more moves, he just wants to end that game. So even with that massive delay into Sofa, he still managed to hold and win.
That is pretty wild.
That's why I was surprised that Anochad went for that, because the first thing I saw was like, isn't Mass Sofa just going to kill that?
And
yeah.
It did a pretty damn good job at that as well.
Yeah.
I'm quickly going to hide the game, guys, because we're going to go into one of their replays as we're heading
You're
in
too
before...
professional. I just scream, look away.
Or
like close your eyes or something.
I can't tell them that. How dare he? Give me 1 second.
Hello. What about Anochad?
Yeah, let me check Anochad. I need to find him though. Oh no.
It's funny.
VAS Anochad. How do you?
I think without the dot. With space.
Oh, you are so good at this. Damn. Okay, cool. And we had first map, I think this one. There we go. We have Sengoku versus Macedonian. Love that. Love that. Oh, you tell them to look away and they listen to you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, unless they want spoilers.
Yeah.
But
okay, let me just update. It was Lucifron that won that last one. I was about to say Vortex. Okay, let's see. The Lucifron taking that W.
Wait, what the hell happened with the names?
What
What?
happened?
What the hell?
What did I just do? Did I break this?
I have never seen this.
I mean...
No, but how are just the names and the names and
Russian?
civilizations?
Yeah, this is Russian actually.
That's so weird.
That is
I've never
such a
seen that.
weird bug. And you can see everything else is working fine.
Yeah.
How did I even do this? I don't know. This is why you don't put a woman behind the steering wheel. Sometimes she's just gonna drive off the cliff. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is.
Oh wow, the barracks opening.
So, we've been seeing this a little bit. Oh my god, everything is confusing. Okay, so with the Varangian stronghold, also, people haven't been making the war camp as the house.
Oh no, they don't know.
I think they don't know. So a lot of
There's
players...
no reason not to.
Yeah. You can only make one war camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. No, guys, this is fun. Flip again a few times. Hold on. No, we're stuck, boys.
You can hold. Which one was that?
Alt Shift F.
Nope.
It is what it is, boys. Okay, you have to register. No, that's too much work, KP.
Cast reverse.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, question now. So basically with the Matsuri,
That's a Lucifer Matsuri, I can tell you that.
I hate this about Lucifer and Vortex every single time.
Watch him just put every building around him now.
I cannot stand watching their HRE. When I see them pick HRE, I just want to run away. Why are we making HRE chapel like this, and then there will be a house?
There's always like no
and like
space
a barracks.
to put a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they just aren't perfectionists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's not even like perfection. It's like... Oh, he went on the back of gold.
That's
Okay.
interesting. I think when you do see your opponent going for the Varangian Stronghold this early, it does make a bit of sense, but they're just going to rotate there. The thing is, if they rotate there, you can quickly make your way forward. Now, with the Yatai this far out, seeing those units, you would just tell yourself, okay, better I stay in my base, but he's going for the second one.
Where's he gonna put it? He didn't even do one.
Now he's getting one. He's putting a...
It's like, I'm gonna send another one. Alright.
This one is the second one. Double.
You know that? Oh, yes. He
He's
went
going for the third
three.
one against Macedonian.
That's funny. He saw him open barracks, and he's like, "I'm just gonna say, what? He's gonna send the third one? Oh no, he's not. I thought he was gonna send it to the boar on the right side."
He doesn't know.
El
Kopala.
Musabe.
He doesn't know. He's ensuring that there is no third one, but he's gonna go find it
Anochad
with the
doesn't
scout.
know about the gold in the back. He's so confused. Look at him.
He's like, oh.
Now he sees like, yeah. Why you make a mining camp there? Damn you.
Damn you, this is not standard play.
Damn you, I know scout.
Yeah,
Anochad's such a Chad.
he is. He is. But I absolutely love the fact that this is Anochad. This is he's like, oh, why is not play standard? Well, you're lucky man with golden
Like,
badge.
I'm supposed to be crazy.
Now with the scout, he's about to run into the Yatai as well, so you will get that a little bit of information here. The spearman or the Adgermajir. How do I say this?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. At Germager. I would imagine, but someone told me that J is pronounced differently, like T or something. So it would be at Germater or something. I don't know.
I think we just speak Serbian.
So I think it's supposed to be the sound.
I'm opting out of that one.
Yeah, I just call them spearmen.
A spearman, okay.
But that building, you know, the production building, from the other set,
Yeah.
Macedonia, is so OP because of that upgrade. I had a game against Magic where I had 6 of those, and he dove me with units and the buildings. It was really funny.
Are you making a song about that soon?
It's
dying to
really strong
buildings.
actually. Like it's because it's 2000 HP too. So
And you only get it once?
yeah,
And
once for all of them.
Oh god. Yeah.
And they do 10 damage.
So
it's like,
okay, see now that feels like something that needs to be individually upgraded.
yeah.
Because like a tower. Because if you could get one upgrade for all your
Well,
towers,
it's a
it
better
makes sense.
tower.
Yeah.
And you actually pay as much as for one tower, but you get it on all your towers.
for free.
Yeah. There's some things that's like, it just is OP, but maybe the Civ needs it to be OP because oh, there it is. He's butchering it already.
He's going for the Yumi.
Well, watch. He's gonna make another production building right next to it. Watch this. He's just
Oh, I
gonna
didn't
block.
notice that. Oh god.
He's just gonna block it completely. And he put Cocker Township so it blocks that
Oh
side too.
no.
So if we swap like this. Oh.
Swap it again?
No, I'm not swapping. Oh, you have it on that one. I thought mine was on P. Yeah, so he's blocking it for sure.
Definitely. But
Maybe he's chopping that wood line so that he can build farms.
no, so he can build another production building. He's like, I need 5 more.
Oh, there it
my god, stop.
There it is.
I have a theory about this though. I have a theory.
And he left like no space in between those.
It's not even like a budget farm.
What's your theory?
I have a theory that Lucifer doesn't want the games to go that long. So he's just like telling himself the game ends at like 20 minutes or we're out.
Right.
Because theoretically, it shouldn't matter at that point. You can make a few farms here, a farm here, and you're still good.
Right.
After 20 minutes, you're not so good. So he's just ending the game before then.
Yeah, that's fine. They're like, this is efficient. Because I don't gotta send my villagers too far.
That's true. You see?
There was a game one time with that against Vortex. He played HRE and he was building like this. And then when I scouted his base, he had like a farm next to lumber camp and then like a farm next to forge kind of thing, and because he had no space. But he was like, I can fit a couple in there. Yeah.
No, this poor Yatai is working his heart out, but with the sheep getting eaten, this poor man is not going to be long for this world. There's a bunch of deer he could be on, but these two are snacking. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter.
Should we check out Chad's base?
Chad?
What is he going for? Grand Winery? Brangan Arsenal? Okay. That landmark is actually really strong.
This one or
That one.
this one, the Grand Winery. Is it stronger than the Hippodrome that gives you
Yes.
3 free units? Because isn't that like... Okay.
I think this is going to get nerfed.
Really?
So it gives you
30%?
30%, so you can go early farms. And your farms are like English Imperial farms.
Ooh. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. It does sound... Yeah. Okay, this sounds kind of fun. I haven't really decided what civilization I'd like to play. I wanted to go for Sengoku. I really want to because of the shinobis. I think it's a super fun mechanic. But then I see something like this and I'm like, oh my god, I love
That's why he's
Byzantines.
doing early farms.
We're gonna be getting a nice one tonight.
So,
Oh no, no. Okay, never mind. I
no,
thought
no,
it
he's
was...
building a house, but also blocking so you can put a farm in between. The house is in the right blocking too.
He just keeps us on our toes.
I don't know. What's it would be good for you?
You know my playstyle. Longbows.
I mean, honestly, Macedonians are pretty good for that. Their archers are really strong.
Now, the thing is, I don't really know where to place Macedonians yet. Like, I
No,
don't
they're
have a
pretty
build
good.
for it.
They're very easy to play.
Okay.
They're probably the easiest to play, I would say.
And we've been seeing a lot of people go with the cavalry upgrades here with the silver, especially in the early game, because they do get that extra bit of spiciness, I guess. But also it's your mobile unit you want to be using early on. But now the archers, with your composition being mainly archers, it does feel a bit rough. The thing is, we're watching two players who love raiding. Oh my god. One of our games was 55 minutes. And it was just them killing each other's villages. There was like 250 dead villagers that game. And it was a lot of raids and a lot of horses. So, yeah.
Luci, both of them. Wait, Anochad played Sengoku earlier, right?
I have a question.
And they're both spamming the same thing. Yeah.
What are rune stones? Because I keep seeing that word.
I don't. So click on one of Anochad's units. Units. The other one, archer. That. So you get +1 ranged on your ranged units, melee damage by 1 and speed 15. But the thing is, it's like, you have it up all the time. Like, I don't really... It's not like you have to pick where you place them. You can just, like, throw them everywhere. And it just seems really good. Like, for your archers to have +1 range, and for your fucking... Movement speed 15% is crazy. Like, it just seems really, really, really good. And I'm doubting that one a little bit. Because when I played it, I'm like, yeah, I have this in every... It's not like I have to pay attention when I'm using it. You're just spamming it the whole time.
Oh, some of them are influenced.
That was a mistake, man.
Yeah,
He's like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, let me build a house over there to compensate and stables right there. And also he built the daimyo, but he doesn't reach the other arch.
Oh no. That's why he's putting the stable there. He's just building more buildings. So, a lot of people are asking, and I've seen this a bit, why is Macedonian the easiest to play?
I mean, they don't have any complicated mechanics, literally. It's very straightforward. Like, even their barracks, the stronghold, it produces... Does he have the boat building? Wait, he didn't make it?
They don't know about the boat building. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I wanted
That
to
gives you free units.
That was my idea, to put these two together, because I knew they wouldn't know all the mechanics of the civs. And both of them don't know about that building. When Lucifer was playing it earlier, he also didn't know about it. Disgusting.
But anyway, Macedonians have one building that produces like 3 different units.
Anatand's in chat. Anatand, it's a house. It costs the same as a
Anochad,
house.
it's a house, man!
You just build it instead of a house.
You didn't.
Let's build it in 27 or 15 like a house. True.
Let me tell you lost so many units you could have gotten 5 houses out of it.
Oh my god. Well now, Lucifron is in a good spot and he's just snacking on everything. Yumi Ashigaru is snacking on that one and another one.
Calm down, Caster's Pro in the chat.
Sorry.
Let me tell you how to play it real quick.
Okay, actually, yeah, Caster Beastie here needs to chill. He doesn't actually play the game.
Yo, tomorrow fight me, best of 5. Only new civs, I dare you. Punk.
That's actually a good idea.
He dodges.
Whoa, go easy.
After what I've seen, you just lost this game. What do you mean go easy? You just killed your ass with Yumi.
That's
crazy. That's crazy. You found 3 sheep? Sounds like a you problem.
That sounds like a small
Go watch Magic's video as a scouting guide.
Guys, look away. Look away. Oh my god, Anochad! Unhide it right now. You can hide it again right after. So that there's no goblinizing on your match history. God damn. Okay. Okay, which one was that? Okay, guys, look away. Look away. Look away. Oh, look at this. Look away.
Wait, you guys played a mirror match?
Yeah. You guys played a mirror match.
Be careful, Anochad will downgrade your rank in the official caster. I was pretty high, if I remember. I was like an A tier. I'm happy with that.
An A tier caster or an A tier player?
No, A tier player, A tier caster.
But A tier player.
Wait, what are these guys doing? Wait, hold the phone. What is Lucifer doing?
I'm holding. I don't think you have the economy to sustain this.
Ooh, you know what? It's funny.
Your
stone is never in range of your TC with this civ. So if you play a... See, there's the thing. If you play a mirror match, Lucifer knows that his stone is not in the range. But I don't know if that's good. That's kind of interesting.
Did they know that, though?
I mean, I hope so.
Oh, Anochad, did you know that? Let's wait for Anochad to comment on this. Did you know that your opponent's stone is not in his TC range?
Well, he's getting... I mean, in theory, Anochad's build should be better. But I don't know how...
a little bit more, yeah.
Well, he's going to get a lot of stone for feudal, but I don't know how the... Actually, I mean, I've never played this matchup. Why would I play mirror matches?
Why would you choose golden or...
You know what I'm going to do when ladder launches? All these guys will be like, new civs, I'm just going to play old civs.
Oh, God.
Just going to all in them every game.
Yeah, until you get like a bunch of Delephants coming your way and you're like, why? How do I kill these hostages? You have Malians.
Yeah, Magic said everyone says Tukluk sucks. I'm like, that's good.
Okay, Karash though. Karash is an interesting choice.
Wait, don't they lose too? Wait, Anochad's cooking something. Wait, hold on, he cooking something.
He knows something we don't.
Or he's dented as hell. Let's find out. Wait, what's Spearman? Now, Spearman win, no? Isn't Karash damage like... Okay, it's 6.
But
they're cheaper. Wait, how much are the Spearmen then?
No.
160? Can you check the cost?
Yeah,
no.
Duplicate.
120? 120, 40, and this is only 100.
That's pretty 5-head. Oh my god, Anochad is actually super smart.
Wait, does that work?
Oh my god. Anochad, I knew you had to have a lot of brains when I saw how tall you were. Oh my god. That does actually feel pretty good, because now he's gotten quite a bit of stone already, 170.
See, this is how you get like... Oh, now Lucifer's like, wait, I'm gonna make those too.
Like, those are actually pretty cheap, damn.
Wait, yeah, Lucifer's like, damn, they're only 100. Okay, I'm gonna make a couple now.
And the thing is, these guys are not gonna buff, right?
Oh yeah, true, because they don't buff each other. Wait, is Lucifer cooking?
Is Anochad gonna be schooled right now?
Wait, who's cooking who right now? I lost track.
I think Lucifer might be cooking the moment those bad boys arrive. And then Anochad's gonna be cooked. But the problem is, Anochad's gold is also in China. So he's gonna have to stay in feudal.
Oi. Wait, Cutters don't have a charge attack. Can you mouse over on their attack? Yeah, they don't. They suck. He's gonna make a tower.
Oh, he's got the resources for it. Oh, he's
Oh
got. Oh my god, he's
Lord,
putting the
have
boys.
mercy.
Oh god, Anochad, what are you doing? You chat. Oh my god. He's making the
Okay.
big boy.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Anochad was cooking there for a moment, but I think what he did is it just sucks. And that's why he's gonna lose tomorrow in the best of 5.
So there's actually a best of 5 happening between the legendary Anochad and Caster Beastie Kitty.
Yeah, I'm gonna prove that casters are superior players.
Nice. That's pretty good. That's a good idea. The thing is, what you need to keep in mind is Anochad sometimes stops making villagers when he when he feels like he's had enough. But the Uwu stays alive. Who's the hater now?
I'm not Anochad yep in the chat. No, but my point is, he could have just done all that without the barracks.
He could.
Now, if he had a different gold spawn, like on the left, that wouldn't work. Bro, your thing is on fire.
Your thing is on fire.
Okay, he's got it. So now, in theory, golden dent's coming up for both. Now, in theory, that's a very far out golden dent. Anochad should have a pretty good advantage because he's got 260 stone. But does he? He's gonna have too much gold.
But what is he gonna do with 260? He's getting his Batukan.
Batukan.
He gets to lose it and get it again.
Lucifer 100% going for the second age up. And Anochad also 100% going for the second age up.
Okay.
Yeah, both second age up.
So, let's see. When do you go for the total goods? Or this age up?
I think it's good like late game.
Because obviously your units are a little bit tankier.
Lucifer?
Building carts.
Building carts.
And now Anochad.
Building carts.
Boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. Boop 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 boop. Come on, Anochad. Are we gonna click it today? Oh! Anochad's cooking.
No.
Yeah. He's cooking.
I hate it.
Why? Can't you believe it?
It's just 20%. And he already has the stone advantage.
Oh yeah, true. But
Do you know
now,
what I mean? And it's Lucifer.
But also now, he's gonna be able to afford with the stone he's got with the Khan and the Thor goods. And Lucifron is not.
You can do that without.
Yeah, true.
Because they're
another
140.
set. I'm just believing. I'm just believing in Anochad. I love the fact that the Uwu doesn't expire. 10 out of 10 design.
That thing is OP. You know when you
The
can
relics?
convert relics?
Yeah.
I had a game with 5. I had multiple games with 5 relics and 3 Uwus, and you can get every upgrade.
That's disgusting.
Golden Horde is OP as hell in that.
So let's quickly see the other one. So the relics and the other one will be the Conquered Roost territories. Still don't know what that means, so I'm just out of that one.
Your armor units get 2 armor.
Perfect.
Ranged armor. But then the second part is like so confusing, and it's like, why not?
Yeah. Just put numbers in
Just
there.
you put like 50 wood a minute and call it a day.
Everybody gets a shield, but wood.
But some don't get a shield.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
How do you equip them?
Because no, I just feel like it doesn't impact the gameplay. No one's gonna be like, oh, I got too many units with shields. I need to not make them so I can get wood. I just feel like it's a bit weird.
Look at a couple of casters doing what they do best. You're telling pro players what they need to do. You're right. You're right. 8 minutes in, we're almost fetal tempo. I mean, Anochad, you're just setting the pace for the game. We're learning right now.
What do you want?
Doctor just wants attention. The dog feels excluded because Beastie is not in his room. I am in my room. And we're both here and she's not in the middle. She needs to be in the middle. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm just getting attacked.
Can the Golden Horde not pack and unpack their buildings? No. They are the Mongols if the Mongol was in a stable relationship with their lands. And they did not have to move every now and again. So these guys, they get to make spicier towers. They get to make no keeps because that's against their religion. But aside from that, now we have Khan on Khan action. And the one, it's got more HP.
I can't believe it.
Okay.
Khan's OP.
Really? Because he's like a little knight?
In feudal age, your archers can get +2 damage. Which puts them at long with him.
Oh, that's a little bit disgusting.
Golden Horde's good.
It's good.
I think every new save is good, I'm gonna be honest.
Do you think they overtune them a little bit so we all buy them?
I don't know if they're overtuned. There's some stuff that's broken, but
It's just
as a whole civ, I don't know if they're overtuned.
No, I like this. The fact that you only need one to buff the whole army, right? Okay. Okay. So they're just like cannon fodder at this point.
Yeah, but they got 50 health, so that kind of sucks. Did you know they're like melee infantry, but they're not like melee infantry?
Tell me more.
That's what I was told. Like, archers don't do bonus damage against them.
But they do melt like butter, so it looks like they're...
They got 50 health, so you know.
Now, what's interesting to me here is I feel like nothing's happening. Neither of these guys are like, okay, I'm gonna use my unit. They're just kind of sitting back and like, okay, I'm making an army, and this is going to be the biggest surprise of his life. My villagers moving out into China right now. Lucifron, he feels confident, but Anochad, he's got the boys. Anatand's about to say, what's up?
Anochad was watching my guide as he was playing this. He's like, okay, what do I build next?
Did you have a guide for them already?
Yeah.
So,
But he went the wrong age up. So he messed up.
No, the thing is, this is a pretty heavy army, and I mean, this is a pretty diverse army at that, but Anochad, he's getting his archers in his base. It's just, is he gonna be given the time? The tower actually doing quite a bit of work here, just ensuring that he doesn't die. Love that for him.
This is a weird matchup. I'm not gonna lie. Because
Because it's the same
it's a mirror matchup, but it's like one of those slow mirror matchups and nothing's happening. And if you push, the other guy's just gonna have same amount, and they're both gonna have towers on. Wait, is Xander going? Anochad going for pastures? Let me check. His base. Ooh, he is. I've
He's
seen some players
snacking.
do this, but I don't know which is better. I need to do some maths.
Corvinus already did the maps. You just need to talk to him. And once you talk to Corvinus, he's done the map. And apparently this is busted. Because they don't need to deliver.
I ain't doing maths. I'll do it.
Now, that's the one thing about this mobile composition he has. He gets to now dictate where the army goes. But at the same time, if Lucifron's army gets big enough, he just gets to push out and shut down. But there are towers around the map. Let's go see the other deer pack. He's already got this one reinforced as well. I love that they're not overcommitting here, just ensuring that there's 5 vills out here, like any normal tower, but it's a little bit more intimidating.
Yeah, Lucifron's food per minute is ass.
Because he doesn't have any...
$2.99, 432.
These guys are like... So apparently their gather rate is slower here, but because they don't need to walk back and forth, it's good. Yeah, they just dump.
But what's interesting is Lucifron's not making any torques, so his con is gonna get mowed down instantly. Which means that Anochad will have bonus damage. Lucifron will not. And I also always prefer Knight Archer or Spirit Archer.
Yes.
So I don't like Lucifron's comp. Especially on this map, by the way. Out of all maps, especially on this map.
We have to keep in mind that both of these boys are thinking about castle. Does that composition change when you hit castle?
Well, that's the thing. It's weird to transition out of Spearman Archer. Like, what are you going to transition to? Man-at-arm crossbow? Which is the same thing. And, yeah. The Anochad's done shooting the commercial for Head and Shoulders. He's going to be harassing a little bit.
He's like, this hairline is prime position for anyone to look at here, yes.
Oh my god, that's exactly what he... And of course he goes for the weird age up. Classic.
Muscovy Yasak. He's like, yes, I see Rus cavalry, Rus bonus. I understand Russian. I can...
But that makes sense, actually. Lucifron's going to go for the other one.
Oh my god, they're going opposite.
I'm calling it.
Okay.
Bomb.
Relic worse.
So it makes sense for Anochad because he's got armored units.
I have a serious question for you.
It's great.
No.
Oh.
Corvinus did Uwu yesterday, and he was really good at it. Like, I was really impressed. He's so good at Uwu.
I can see that.
Can you do an Uwu?
Uwu.
Uwu. I do it in Anochad's voice. I think Muscovy Yasik is better because Uwu is just not what I need. I'm not gonna go for so many relics.
Yeah, I don't like. Okay, TLDR. Well, actually, I like Anochad's approach here better. I don't like. I don't see what the point. Like, what's the goal here with Lucifer? Okay, you got a bunch of spearmen archers, and now what?
Now we stand in our base and hope
yeah,
for
now
better days.
you cannot leave your base. How are you gonna get relics?
And the thing
No,
is,
go on, tell me how are you gonna get relics?
no, you're not.
You're
Whoa,
not getting.
big patches.
And then you're going relic ubus, but you can't get the relics.
Yeah. But big patches can move out and take care of big horse. You know?
Yeah, and then big horse runs by and kills everything.
Like now. Big horse
Funny,
about
he
to
made
attack.
2 towers.
2 towers for 1 villager. Oh, for the same villagers.
I don't know, man.
But for the future, this is set up.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Now, what I like to see is the fact that it's not a mirror match anymore. But what he can do to get those relics now is he can take his big group of units and he can move out and get them. But my biggest concern here is, ooh, he's changing his mind. He's getting Keshiks. Oh my god, he's going for Keshiks.
Yeah, but so this is my favorite part about this age up. So go to Lucifer's Den. So just wait for him to age up. This is my favorite part about this age up. Hold on, let him cook. Not that one, the previous one. Look, he gets a cart, and he can make a monastery now.
Oh my god.
Does he know about it?
Does he know about it? Theoretically, he can make a monastery with it. Yes. Yes, he can. He can technically make a monastery with it. But he says this is too good.
This is too good to be true.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. So, he now gets his prayer tent. Boys, we're gonna be religious tonight. Villagers snacking in and out, but the archers are gonna go fire at these armored little daughter goods. And they're gonna say, guys, we're too good to take any of this damage. Look at that. They're barely getting tickled.
Oh, he's getting harassed on the woodline. And that's why you go cavalry and gorge. Oh, look at more cavalry. You know what the biggest problem with going cavalry when an opponent already has cavalry? You have less cavalry. That's usually and so to do the math, less cavalry, less good.
More cavalry, more power. Yes. Okay.
More good.
More better. Oh my god, the economy is in shambles.
Khan's gonna die.
Oh god. He's trying to counterattack the archers though. He's
No. Anochad's baboon is gonna go for the villagers. Look at him. Look at him, goblin. Look at these archers. He's a goblin. Look, he's going for the villagers.
Disgusting. Oh, the villagers
If
popping
you
out.
know villager, I kill.
Yes, villager is good at
Oh, look at the spearmen. They're like, oh, what year is it? Where am I? Spearmen arrival. Keshiks are dead anyway.
And
See, the spearmen literally didn't fight.
well, at least they looked pretty scary with all those sticks. Very nice. And now, with these Keshiks though, he's got the feet on the ground. But yeah, I think when you're playing a matchup where the other guy has Keshiks or knights, it always feels like they're just in a better spot because they get to kite you, they get to dictate where they're attacking, you have to be the responsive one.
Yeah.
But he had those choices. He had the same choices and he just chose to make it different.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not...
You're not a believer.
I don't know why he went spearman. That's my thought process, basically. It's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe he prefers it.
No relics were snatched that day. I mean, kind of snatched. There's one kind of snatched, but the rest of them are not snatched.
Oh, Anochad.
Yeah.
If you go relic Ubu's age up with no relics, that's pretty... That's just an Ubu age up.
He's getting a relic.
Oh god, he's gonna lose another one. Is that stone in the right side? He's gonna lose that one too. He's getting Karash up, right? Makes him a bit less shit.
Okay. So what are they, like, as far as horse goes? What is a... The Karash are just like the buffing you need more.
You need more more because they don't.
Okay.
Okay, so we're having a base trade. Look at Anatol's base. So this is Lucifer's best chance. When you lose a bunch of villagers and you have mass infantry, you only have a choice to counterattack. And because he just got Keshiks in his base, he just decides, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Just like
insightful.
that.
I honestly, I'm wanting to organize these games so that I can learn what they're doing and see how I feel about these civs by watching these people
And
play
I'm just
it.
inserting my opinion on you.
No. I'm really appreciative of these boys pumping and you telling me what is good and what is not good. I don't know. It's a pretty hard choice. I don't know. Do you guys? Do we know what civilizations we're playing yet? Is anyone like committed? So, are we committed to civs yet?
Do we know when DLC is coming out?
Tomorrow
Yeah, but when?
at 7.
Do we know that, or is that just leaked?
No, I think that was Twitch chat told me at 7. I didn't know it was 7.
Okay. Wait, so are we gonna have access to PTR before that?
We're having access to PDR before that.
Okay, I need to finish a guide.
Oh, before all the.
I need to beat Anaton's ass.
That's a good point. I also need to finish some guides because all of them are gonna disappear. Right?
Yes.
Oh god. Oh god, I need to message the pro players. Okay, Anatan, I need your help here. What civilization am I playing next season?
Wait, so who won? Anaton?
Well, overall, actually, Lucifron. 3-2.
Come on, Anaton. I'll give you a chance to not take the match tomorrow.
Do not take the match?
Yeah, to back out. Just say you got like a appointment at doctors or something.
That's a good idea. But are there even
In before
doctors
he
in this country?
destroys.
He didn't have access to the PTR. Give the man a break. He just
That's
learned
why.
about
That's
buttons.
why I gotta beat him now before he gets too strong.
That's true. That's true.
That's the thing, because once he gets a couple of more days, I'm dead. I got no chance.
Anatan, you don't get to say that about the Civ because you rushed Castle for some reason.
But what's it?
He says the Delhi one feels OP on paper, but question mark.
I have no comment. Because we're playing tomorrow.
They're OP to play, especially. Okay, from what I can't because he'll quote. I can't quote him, and I need to make sure that he beats you. Yeah.
Right.
The situation. Okay, so what do I play next
in
season?
HD, bro? Come on, I'm HD in my camera too.
Yeah. You want some copium? Okay, what civilization am I playing next season? Give it to me.
You're not playing Sengoku.
But
That's
I'm
just
committed
it's
to
great.
Sengoku.
No, it's not a. You're
But
not.
I
It's
was
not
gonna
your
focus
Civ.
on
It's not your Civ.
Oh no, that's the other one.
It's not your Civ. Mongol is not your Civ. The Golden Horde.
No, I wasn't.
Your
planning-
Civ is literally Macedonian dynasty. It is.
But I don't want to be a normie. Everyone's gonna play Macedonians, Alec. It's like me playing English. It's English all over
Wait, I
again.
want to show you something.
Yeah.
Where can I open a browser?
Wait.
Can I open it on May page? Oh, it's fine. I'll do it there. Hold on. Put this back.
Okay.
I want to show you something.
Okay.
You might get interested in this. In Tuklak dynasty.
Clock? No, but if I go for the OP elephants.
Opifence.
Yeah.
Is this? I want to show you, there was a game against Magic that was really funny.
People are saying Beastie is prettier in Wham stream.
It was this.
Okay. Against Magic.
Yeah. Okay. Watch this. Wait, the second elephant needs.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, it's coming. Oh, you want to
to?
show them?
Yeah, these guys can watch with us.
What's your profanity?
Okay. Oh, I cut it off somewhat. Oh. There we go, guys.
Full screen dash.
Yeah, you're not gonna see the full screen because I did stuff to it. I didn't want to.
It's fine. It's fine. Please see.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this one. These are the healer elephants. So they heal while moving. They heal while moving. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
That was an opening that I tried.
We're
as
6:30 minutes to the game, and he's attacking me with Khan, and he has arrow slits and the tower with villagers. But that's not the funniest part.
Well. Okay.
So if we move a little bit. Oh. Okay, what's this?
Oh, the third one.
He's
right?
gonna. So he has 2 Torguds, and Khan, and the 2 towers,
Oh,
and archers. Look at that. Look at my face. I'm just like.
Oh God. Oh, and you're getting another elephant. That's so nice.
And I think he writes something here. Was it here or after?
Just make more arches,
Look,
bro.
I'm not even like. And then eventually one goes down a bit, and you just put away.
And then the elephants can fight back, and he doesn't have a heal.
Like, look how many archers are shooting non-stop. And by the way, they have 1 ranged armor, but they have 450 health. It's just too much health.
But if they just decrease the health to like 300 or 350, they'll be fine, right? Right? Because clearly.
Yeah, look at this. He just keeps shooting the whole time. Like, I'm not even trying to fight the archers. I'm just right-clicking the tower. And eventually he just... And he runs away. Numeran said go arch. But yeah, that's it.
Now imagine if all those archers were actually spears.
Yeah.
Then you would have made like 2
But
archers.
then, yeah, that's the kind of the idea. Whatever they make, you just make a counter and elephant.
Oh God.
And if you have like 3-4 of these, you can dive TC with spears, and the spears don't die. So it's like a 15 garrison TC doesn't kill spearmen.
What about the what does the spearman buff to them? What do
They
the
get 1 damage per melee infantry.
so is it
It's infinite. So if you make 100 spearmen, the elephant does 115 damage per hit, all of them. Yeah.
it feels like something will get adjusted.
No, the elephants are gonna get nerfed.
Okay.
But I feel like the rest of the civ is
Mm.
so.
I saw a lot of people going for
The horse elephants really.
yeah I figured.
Because like not having a horseman is really bad.
I also
it's
don't like it.
If you look how many games at the pro level, everyone's making horsemen. I mean, they're horsemen, but they're slower,
Yeah.
so they can get surrounded and killed. So it's just like,
I guess they can't have everything. They can't have rock, paper, and scissors.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we have to like give them some kind. Oh God! And now you're just gonna die if you can.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't go too well for me, but because I kind of attack in here, and you can use trample ability to walk over you.
Oh my God. Oh God. Oh my God. The Torguds are just sucking up all the damage.
But look at the idol,
Yeah.
and then eventually.
Eventually, some stuff go down.
No, you just run away. This is the fun part. You just run away and they're hitting you and you're just healing. You see, you gotta get one stuck. But then it's like, okay, you got 1.
Yeah. What did it cost you?
Oh, I want to show you this
Oh
fight.
my God.
This is a funny fight.
Oh no.
So now I have archers
Okay.
and he's got spearmen.
Mhm.
He going in.
Mhm.
So look at the trample on the archers now. Did it? So I trample some on the spearmen, and now you trample some on the archers.
So, when do you activate the trample? When you're on top of them, or
No.
before?
So it's like a 1 second activation time. So all the archers.
Jesus. What archers? The was worse?
So you activate it, and they go, ooh, and then they walk like that.
Holy
I don't know how
shit.
many seconds.
You lost some vills, but I mean, you've got elephants. You don't need anything else.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of did.
Okay,
When I
so
say kind of, he's...
what you're saying is go and enjoy the civilization, play Macedonian, and that's your life.
I mean, this is gonna get abused on ladder for sure.
I mean, you can't beat them.
I'm
Join
gonna
them.
ruin it with a guide.
Really?
Yeah,
You're gonna ruin ladder?
yeah, with this build order. Easiest way to nerf something
Is to get everyone to play it and make Reddit threads? Nice. That is pretty toxic, though.
I mean, it's just a builder. But I think Macedonians you like. They have a good archers. They go for early farms. You like that too?
I love early farms, yeah. Tell me more.
You can make their production buildings in the corners and their towers.
Ooh.
So it's like you don't need to make a tower and a barracks proxy. It's 2 in 1.
Oh my god, that is massive.
Like the Nescafe.
Yeah. That's my
And
civilization.
then they also make their res dead units,
Oh,
which
I
you
love
usually have a lot of.
I have a lot of dead units.
So you
yeah.
get value from that too.
That's true.
You usually like have too many on gold,
Mm-hmm.
but this one you only need like 2, 3 because all your upgrades go silver. in
Oh yeah,
blacksmith.
that's true. So I don't even need to re-rally onto gold.
No,
I love
none of that.
So I can just make towers everywhere.
Who's the guy peeking between you guys?
Yeah.
I didn't see. That's funny. I didn't see that.
Who's that guy? Those elephants are just looking.
You know what would
for
be
damage.
funny if you put like another player to like sit like this?
Yeah.
Just like, hey guys, like, what's going on?
You see, remember when we had the idea of the ladder race? It wouldn't have worked because everyone would just play this.
A lot of people are back on ladder actually.
Hmm. People are like, I gotta get to rank 1 while I can before May comes.
Yeah. Did you follow that saga? It was so funny. So I was like pushing for rank 1, but I was like, unless I play against top rated players, I can't get enough rating because I try to push 200 rating in 2 days. So Vortex is rank 1. Then he gets rating decay.
Yeah.
So he's rank 2. So Vortex starts playing, he gets +1/+1. Then May gets decay, and May gets matched against Rivane and loses 40 points.
Jesus Christ. So Vortex got to the top. Hell yeah,
Yeah,
boy.
by May lose.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That was good. I love that. I'm gonna pause this one and I'm gonna go back and learn from this build. Need to look at your split. 5-5?
You're like, I hate that.
Okay. I can do this. Thank
the
you.
stream.
No, I'm done. I'm gonna send them somewhere else now. We're done now. Okay, guys.
Hi, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching whatever we ended up doing here today. We're gonna be playing DLC tomorrow, so Macedonia. I might. You can tell me I can build towers across the map. Girl, I'm in. You don't need to tell me twice. I am in. If I get to build a tower in fucking China, please. That sounds amazing. So that's the plan. I think we'll stick to what we know. Towers. Towers and good vibes. But anyway, that's it. I am cooked. I'm emotionally done. And I don't know where Meow Aces is. She was supposed to be online. I thought she's online this time of night. Oh my god. Let me just message her. Yes, we are planning to get Meow Aces to be partner. Where are you? Aren't you streaming, woman? Thank you, Fugras. I know there was another raid as well, guys. I'm sorry for missing it. I was too busy doing other stuff and yapping, you know. I see Sassy is streaming as well, but he has 105 viewers, so he's good. I just wanted to double check with Meow Aces. Give me 1 second. Is she going online? Because she needs to get 6 streams with a specific average before she's partner. So Okay. Oh, my face is so big, I just realized. Okay, she's coming. She's coming. Okay. Good, yeah, good. So I can't wait to lose every game to Tugboat Elephant Rushes. You know, that's the beautiful part of this video game. You don't need to. You can actually just play Tugboat Elephant Rushes yourself, and then you can win them with those. Partner of watch? Twitch? Wow. So, you know, partner doesn't give you anything on Twitch. It's when you get that nice little purple check mark next to your name. So you don't get anything except for the purple check mark, and it gives you some eligibility on the higher side. Hell yeah. So yes, anyway, I just wanted to take a quick look. So what is Farman doing? Farman doesn't play, Farman spectates. Let's see if there's any games happening. None? Customs? Is there anyone who doesn't hide their match history? I would be very surprised. Okay. It is what it is. I'll send you guys out somewhere now. Thank you for goodbye, and I appreciate everyone. Very good. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We have one more show match-ish tomorrow, and I need to make guides before then. Ooh. It's day job into guide job into Age of Empires. Ugh. I hate being an adult. What the hell are we doing, guys? Anyway, goodbye, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, that's all.